All right, if fire safety is important to you and you're building a custom home, I want to show you two things you can do with your alarm panel that we did in this house that make this home safer. So first thing is, typically your smoke detectors in your house are tied together in a series. That's building code. So if one goes off, they all go off. So what we did in this house was we used a alarm system here. This is just a typical security panel that you would have here. We ran a wire, this red wire out here. And this wire runs right overhead here to our first smoke detector in the series. So you can see that here. This is a smoke detector. We're actually in the utility closet. You can see this low volt wire coming in here along with this high volt wire. And what this does is this allows us to install a certain type of smoke detector. It's made by Gentex. And what it does is it triggers the whole entire system just like you're used to having, so all the alarms go off. But it also sends a signal back to this alarm panel that then calls out either via a cell phone signal or a landline, if you're tied up with a landline, back to your monitoring companies, your security monitoring service. And then if you don't respond back, it tells them that there's been a smoke alarm activation. And if you don't respond back, they will call the fire department, notify the fire department they need to check on the house. So pretty cool. It works with cell phones or also a landline. That's what this box right here is for, is actually give us the opportunity to have it to call out by cell phone if there is no landline. So this jumps into this alarm panel here. So you got to think about how you're laying this out. But that's the first feature. So making sure that you have a connection between your smoke alarms and your actual alarm panel. One thing to consider with the Gentex smoke detectors, they are more money. I think they're maybe 2 or 3 times the amount of a regular smoke detector, but when you figure out how many you got through the house, it's probably less than $1,000 or $500 to $1,000, but you're able to get that extra protection by having those operate in the way you want, going back to the alarm panel. Now, the second thing that we did was this home has fire sprinklers. So fire sprinklers are required in a lot of jurisdictions. You can do different types of systems. This one is a multi-purpose system. You can actually see it here above me. This one, here's a head right here. This has a head. This is actually, I think it's a 205-degree head, being that we're inside of a utility closet. And you can see this is Uponor's AquaSafe system. It's done with PEX A and expansion fittings. So we're going to have a PRV valve that goes in here along with our water softener, water filtration systems. But what we do is it's also going to have a flow switch. So there'll be a flow switch that'll be somewhere mounted in here. I think we decided it was going to go possibly up higher or down below. I can't recall. We'll have to look at that with the plumber. But the PRV valve is in here, then along with the flow switch. This wire here ties into the flow switch. So as soon as that flow switch activates, water starts to flow through that flow switch. That sends an alarm right back to the panel. And then so you get back over to your alarm panel. And then that again is going to notify your monitoring company. So if you actually have an activation on your fire sprinklers, it could be from maybe a false activation, somebody hit the fire sprinkler, or somebody put a heat gun next to it and made it go off, or you actually have a fire, the fire department will be notified and they'll come out and they'll either shut off your water, plug the sprinkler, or they'll take care of the fire that's at your house. All right, so that's 2 things you can do to improve the fire safety in your home. So make sure when you're wiring your house, get with your alarm guy, make sure he understands exactly what you're looking for, having smoke detector notifications and also your fire sprinkler flow switch notifying your alarm company so they can contact the fire department if they need to. So hope that's helpful. If you would like more information about building a custom home, a custom ADU, or doing a whole house remodel, reach out to us at freemansconstruction.com. If you need help with buying or selling your home or your land, visit our real estate company's website at freemansrealty.com. Thanks again for watching.